What's happening, everybody? So we got the rare, well, actually not so rare, because there's a woman who is doing tours now of the infamous Goldfield Hotel. It is infamous as being one of the most haunted places in the United States. And even if you're not into that, just historically, it's really interesting. They've done a lot of work to it since the 80s, and a lot of the original stuff is gone, but it's still very interesting, and we got quite a cool tour. So I decided to just include the whole thing. It's gonna be pretty long, but I didn't want to cut a bunch of stuff out. And after this, we went over to the old high school, built in, I think, 1907, right?
1906.
1906, yeah, and that was very interesting. So that's going to be on Evie's channel, which I'll put a link in the description. At the end of the video, there will be the end screen thing where you can click on to see that video as well. So check it out, guys. This town has an absolutely incredible history. This is the history of this town is the history of the United States, and especially the Wild West. This is the last true Wild West town, and it was absolutely amazing at its peak. So check this out, guys.
So Red bought this hotel. He bought it from at the auction that they have every year for like $350,000.
Wow.
Which is the unpaid taxes on it.
Yeah.
And people have already tried to redo it for years.
Yeah.
And there was a lady who lived here in 1980 something. She wrote a book about her experience here, and she had a lot of ghost experiences here.
Wow.
Her name was Shirley, and I'll tell you those as we go, but she actually lived in the foyer here.
Oh.
And because she lived here in the winter, basically. Well, actually, she lived here for 5 years. But it was always pretty cold in there. She made her home basically in this area.
So she did
She was a part owner. She had some financial backers that were helping her to redo the building. And she loved this building. She fell in love with it and wanted so bad to redo it. But I know financial backers were ripping her off here and there, and she was living very far away. So this is the original elevator. It was the first electric elevator in between the Mississippi River and San Francisco.
Wow.
Does it still work?
It does not work, but there's somebody who's going to redo it for free for the advertising.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because this place is so famous.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So this was the most elegant hotel between the Mississippi and San Francisco, and very affluent on the ones who stayed here. Let's go this way first.
Okay.
I have a little story to go with all of this. So, this was the grand entrance. It had gold leaf roof, and they said when they opened it up, the champagne was flowing down the stairs, but I think they had this big fountain with champagne that was coming downstairs.
Wow.
Yeah, it was supposed to be really a big grand opening.
That's way over the top.
Yeah, it was way over the top. But this town was way over the top. There was millions of dollars in this town because of
Yeah.
the gold. This is where that safe was right here. Where you
Oh,
make this
what's
into a
back
big
there?
wood burning fireplace.
Wow.
Because it's always so cold in here.
Yeah.
Not always, but
Look at this thing.
probably 6 months out of the year, it's pretty cold.
It smells good in here.
Does it?
Yeah, it smells kind of sweet.
Ah.
Yeah, it does. It's a super old safe.
We've probably smelled it too many times. We can't smell it anymore.
Yeah, I don't smell
I wonder how much this thing weighs. This thing's gonna be like.
Yeah, I mean, you can't, there's no way you can push it. If we got, the three of us got behind it, we could push it. It's so heavy.
Yeah, it's massive.
So,
Evie, can you switch these out, please?
it's heavy. So heavy.
that door.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Even those smaller doors inside are still so heavy to push.
Really? Oh man, yeah, they are.
Not those, but, oh yeah. I'm sure a lot of valuables were in that. Okay, so she, the lady Shirley, who lived here,
Mm-hmm.
was scared to death of the right wing, which is down this way.
Let's go.
Well, I'm not going to get into that yet.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'll tell you, this was the area where the ladies and their families came for the evening. There was a sitting room and probably drinks for the tea and things like that. Where the ladies came with their families. A very elegant little place. You can just imagine the ladies in their best dress and very affluent people here. This door can be closed for privacy. And I'll show you the other side in a minute, but
What was that?
there's people here.
Oh.
Dang it, we were all hoping that was a ghost.
Yeah. I was.
So the right wing is the place where room 109 is.
Mm.
Room 109.
Yeah.
I don't know room 109. You don't know room 109, I'll tell you. Okay, so as she would come down here, she really avoided it, except this was the only place where their bathroom was.
Mm.
And so there's two areas for a bathroom, but this is where she had built their bathroom. And she said it just freaked her out every time she came in here because she felt like there were eyes watching her.
Ooh, it does feel
Like,
really weird in
lots of
here.
eyes.
Standing here.
So this was the bathroom? Yeah, that's what kind of way.
It's that tingly. Crazy.
So she would go in, do what she had to do, and get out as fast as she could. These are just apartments. These were probably where the businessmen, when they came, they stayed in these rooms. Of course, they're way different than they were before. There was a wall there, and now this hotel had electricity and running water and bathrooms.
Yeah, they sure did. Look at
Do you want me to shine a light on that?
Yeah, those are fuses?
Yeah.
Old glass fuses?
Old stuff.
That's crazy looking.
So this is where Elizabeth was kept captive, and she was the girl who, the story goes, she got pregnant. One of the stories is she got pregnant by a married man, and her father kept her here until she had a baby. The other story goes that she got pregnant by George Wingfield, who was one of the partners of this hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and he kept her captive here until she had the baby, and then he took the baby and threw it down the mine shaft, and then she disappeared. And I'll tell you more of that. But this is the haunted room.
Wow.
There's a
Like a crawl space in there?
yeah, that's her crawl space.
Yikes.
There was a furnace here that she was held by. This was a window.
Right next to the lobby, though?
Yeah, see, but that's the story.
The walls are so thick.
The walls are stone,
Yeah.
and it was very, down here, I mean, all the walls are very thick.
Mm.
So, you know, I don't know.
With stone walls, you can't hear anything that's going on in the next room.
Maybe she's down there.
I mean,
Maybe you stuffed her in the crawl space or something.
I grew up in Russia.
Can we
and
look down
all the old buildings in Russia made out of stone and cement, and you cannot hear anything that's going on in the next room.
Oh, wow.
I mean, somebody can be screaming, and you will never hear.
Wow. So, usually when I come here, I don't feel anything in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I have goosebumps.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But I came here with two other people before we knew that this was room 109. We were going, okay, I know it's room 109, but which room is it? And so we're walking up and down this hall, and I went in there. I didn't really feel anything. Came back here. You know, got these rooms. We're trying to figure them out, but nothing. You know, didn't really feel anything. Came back here, and the farther I came back, the more goosebumps I got.
Mm-hmm.
And this room really did me in. Just the hair was standing up on my arms and the back of my neck. And so I'm thinking, okay, this is room 109. But then I went out and found a worker, and I said, okay, which one's room 109? And he said, it's that first one on the left. Oh, okay.
What's back there? That feels really, it's super creepy looking back there.
It's a bathroom.
In the closet.
And so I thought, well, maybe it was all in my head. And then a couple weeks later, I had a neighbor come over, and this guy is from here and raised here.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him that, you know, room 109 didn't do it for me. And he says, oh no, it's that room, that last room on the left. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
So
Creepy.
So the
Yes.
lady who lived here, she avoided this room completely. She did not like it.
I can see why.
So, and when she would not even enter run 109. But one day she did see an apparition of a girl, young girl, and she found out her name was Elizabeth, who was held captive in that room. So she always heard rattling and stuff in the basement, and she heard footsteps upstairs all the time walking up and down the hallway. And so she says, I didn't really feel afraid of them. I just felt like they were part of the hotel, and after a while she got used to them, but she never did get used to this wing.
Is this the woman that used to do the tours?
No, that's what's her name? Virginia.
Virginia, yeah.
And I never met her, so I don't know much about. I know she had a lot of feelings here. She had a lot of things happen to her while she was here.
Yeah.
But I've never been on one of her tours. So this is where the men came. Did their gambling and their drinking and their smoking their cigars and hanging out. And the women were on the other side, women and their families. And this is a staircase that goes down to the basement.
Is that where we're going?
Not right now,
Okay.
but we are going to the basement.
Not ready for that
I
So
am. It feels totally different over here. Back on that side, it felt like heavy and dense.
It did. Didn't it feel heavy? I
thick.
felt
I
like.
felt like my body was like made of lead or
Yeah, that's exactly what I was feeling.
So over here, the men would come and they would go down to the basement and get massages and take showers. But there's more to the story, and I'll tell you the rest of the story of that when we go down to the basement. So this is closed off, and men knew they could come here and not be looked at by their wives and the women. They had their privacy. This would be closed off. This is the dining room. It says grill right there. They ate here and served very elegant food. I think it is.
Look at this thing. Old Ford Roadster. Oh. I'd kill to drive that thing. That's the original piano? Look at how dusty this lens already got.
So the lady would come through this hallway to get on the side of the building. And this is all closed, so, they never knew what was going on in that area.
Oh,
They knew the men were in
they
there
knew.
gambling and smoking, but it was a segregated time. And so, especially for the upper class, the ladies did not mingle with the men while they were doing their stuff. So, and they just
I thought that was a
They
key that
just-
fell off. I was like, oh no.
they just tuned this piano a couple weeks ago.
It sounds super old.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So back in the day, the servants didn't hang out where the rich and affluent people were. And so this is the back workings of the hotel. So they would be out here working their butts off.
Yeah.
And never were seen except for the very few who waited on the rich people and had their nice, you know, costumes on and everything. But this is the back workings of the hotel.
So servants like slaves?
Not slaves.
Not straight up.
Just-
They were getting paid and
They
they were
were
allowed to
getting paid,
leave, but
yeah.
not very well.
I don't think very well. I'm sure not. I mean, you know, servants
Yeah.
really didn't make a whole lot of money back then.
Otherwise, they would have been affluent. Yeah.
Right.
This room's really dense and heavy too.
There was a lot of, you know, there was a few murders committed here. There's a couple suicides. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, we had a man come from all the way from the East Coast and stood in front of the hotel and shot himself with a note that said he wanted to be the next ghost that stayed here.
What
Like
the
2 weeks ago,
hell?
2 weeks ago?
No, I mean 2 months ago, a
2
couple months
okay.
ago.
I was like, because we were just here 2
It
weeks
was
ago.
like very recent. It was before I moved here, and I've been here about
Wow.
2.5 months, so it was before that.
Okay.
But just recent, and the bullet was lodged in the gift shop. Yeah, and he left a note saying, "I want to be the next ghost that resides here."
Jeez.
I was just told that last night.
That's extreme. This is from the roof? This is like the overhang thing from the roof?
You know, I don't know. But there's pieces. Oh, where did the pieces go? So they are refurbishing. It looks like they're refurbishing all the nice wood
Yeah.
stuff that they're going to be putting up in the front.
Oh yeah, it's just like that, isn't it? This top one.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty close.
And they're going to be putting hardwood floors on this. And they're not even going to bother trying to get it up because it's hard.
Yeah, I don't know how you would.
And so they're putting hardwood floor on
You
it.
would have to break the whole floor off.
Yeah, it would take a lot of work to get that up. This is part of the grill or the restaurant, and this will be used as a restaurant. As the whole thing will be right here. There will be gambling again here on the other side where the ladies stay. That's where the gambling rooms will be. Be careful. I'm just kidding. We're gonna go down there, but you have to go the other way.
That was wind. But it's still scary. After all this ghost stuff.
So we're gonna go down the basement.
It's my battery for you.
Oh man.